Hey, Chrissy back, and Auntie Kaz is here.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. And as usual, we're talking about things that we've already posted on the Cafe Soul pod, topics we've looked into, done little videos about, and then we talk about our opinions of it. So this one is about social influences on social media and how it affects or can affect people's mental health. And this came to light after the recent episode of someone who was well known ending up being hospitalised by his own actions during a live TikTok event, which I'm sure has left a lot of people who witnessed that live and who were part of the live very traumatised. Don't go searching for the video. Don't even go searching for the photographs. It's horrendous and you cannot unsee what you will see. I've not seen the video myself. I've seen flashes of it and I've seen flashes of the photographs, and that was bad enough. Don't let the images in your mind. But this is why this is here, because our children, our young people are seeing this, and we know that there's age limits on different platforms. But I know, because I do lives on TikTok, and we are 18 plus. Am I right, Karen?
Aye, plus.
We are 18 plus on there because it's psychic mediumships and cards and stuff, which is really not suitable for young children. But we have people come in that room who I actually know are still in school, who are young children, very impressionable. But their profile, they're putting down that they're older years to be able to get it. So something needs to be done when we sign up to platforms, more stringent way to sign up to protect our young people. And, teens, even late teens, before even early 20, even, to protect everybody, we may as well say it, because
everybody can
there's always some that can be affected and influenced by what they see, what they hear, not just the horrendous things like that, the traumatic things, but also the other things that can affect your psychological, mental state. And it couldn't be, we could term it, I suppose, a bit like keeping up with the Joneses, because we're seeing things other people have, and there's a want. It's like trying to live up to others. It's like, they've got that, I want to be like that, I want to do this. Or, you look at that right across the board. Fashion, cosmetics, different treatments and stuff that gets plastered all over there, influencing young people thinking that they need this. I need that. And then start doubting themselves because they don't look like that person looks like, or they don't have a life like that person looks like. When in actual fact, these people don't have the lives that look like themselves.
And that's it. And sometimes it's like the mentality is, if they've got that and they seem really happy. So if I have that, I might feel a bit happier in myself. And it's all like
false. All that glitters is not gold, isn't it?
Oh, exactly.
And we can go back to the celebrities and stuff we know that could have had anything, could have been anywhere in the world, and they've ended up being found deceased by their own hand, whether intentionally or not intentionally, because they haven't been happy. They're having to substitute themselves with substances and different stuff to have that sense of peace, relaxation, happiness, joy, fun, whatever it might be.
Because the persona they put out there isn't necessarily their real self.
Exactly.
And that's what it comes down to. There's a need within themselves to, I'm not saying like the famous people, but sometimes with people, influencers and stuff like that, they have a need or a want within themselves to be praised and to have adulation and clicks. It's all about the clicks.
It's about the clicks, it's about the likes, it's about the follows, and it's not about what's right. It's not about what's,
it's not about
acceptable.
Morals.
Yes, exactly. Morals. What's right, what's not right, and what's fake. There's so much deep fake, especially on TikTok, videos hashed together of apparent this, that, and t'other, and this celebrity's with this celebrity now. And I've reported these to TikTok as like misleading, misinformation, and they've told me it's not thingy the guidelines. I'm like, what? Well, it's not true.
Yeah.
And Karen was saying before, AI, you can't believe what you're seeing. But a lot of the younger people who are easily influenced, and that's why they call these people influencers, are being influenced by those people. It can be positive influences, you know. Some things are positive on the platforms. You know, you can get digital networks, safe spaces that can build communities. I mean, our little community on TikTok is a safe space. We try to keep out, well, we don't get a lot of problems in there, and we don't speak a lot of bull, and if people do, they're blocked. We don't take any prisoners, it's just blocked. But you can get access to resources. Users can easily access expert health information sometimes, you know, like pseudo education from educators who are using platforms. But again, it's following people who are notified, who are you know, they would be proper educators.
But yeah, they have to be
who
verified.
are doing it online
Yeah.
and verified, not just any old Jack or Jill who are claiming to be a professional or claiming to, you know, have the answers to life and the answers to parenting or the answers to work or the answers to, you know, being financially free and all this lot, because quite often what they're sprouting, they're not financially free themselves,
not-
they're
I
not
mean,
happy themselves, they've
you know,
got
we
no
can-
idea.
We can all have our opinions about different things, but it doesn't mean we're always right.
Yeah.
You know, when it comes to parenting, when it comes to different things, it's like in my opinion, blah blah blah. But that's not law. That's not. I wouldn't expect anybody to take my opinion as
like
law
gospel.
and that
Yeah.
as gospel, and that is something
But it's
that
like
we would follow.
It's yeah, and it's your, and now at your age, Karen, your opinion, for example, on parenting, is from experience of being a mother, and a mother from 16,
Yeah.
and then a grandmother. And we come from a different era. We come from a strict era. Children were seen and not heard.
But,
Some of the stuff that kids get away with now, and the way they speak to their parents, and the way they just, it's horrendous.
It's all kind of like a hands-off type thing now, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. It's like you can't discipline. There's no discipline anywhere because it's frowned upon.
Well,
and I think discipline, especially in schools and stuff like that, to a certain degree, helps you have more of a respect for yourself as well as for other people, and kind of know right from wrong and stuff like that. And I find that that's not instilled as much.
I mean, the
these
world's
days.
a real different place now. I mean, the influences
without
back in the day
doubt.
would have been our parents, our teachers.
Mhm.
That would have
Our
been
friends'
it.
parents, because we would wish sometimes
Yeah.
that our parents were like our friends' parents.
Yeah. But today, children grown up and parents, young parents, we were young parents. I was 19, Karen was 16. So we kind of know, but again, different generation.
Yeah.
Parents who were brought up in the world of technology, they get a lot of their information and they take a lot of their advice from people who've got no experience and no qualifications from social media places. Do you know? And it's like that's where danger steps in.
Definitely.
It's like the online is a wonderful thing. Google's your friend. Google whatever, but don't just take anything Google says. You have to look at the links. Are these reputable sources that you're looking at for the information that you need to seek? And a lot of the things that we see on social media, the influencers themselves, we've just had a look up, and we've just been talking about the Ruby Frank case from 8 Passengers, a highly popular family vlogging YouTube channel run by that lady and her husband Kev. Well, her and her business partner Jodie Hildebrandt, they're now in prison, convicted of severe aggravated child abuse. Their channel was geared to families, to children, and to the young people. People were following them, thousands and thousands of people taking advice, taking things in from these type of people. And the life they were actually living, a lot of you'll know, the young boy escaped. He'd been bound with duct tape and stuff. He escaped to a neighbour's, and the video cam is what we've seen in the news and everything, and that's how that came. So the persona they were putting out to the public, and the advice and everything that people were possibly following, these horrendous things were going on behind the back. So this neighbour for the young boy called the police after noticing the boy was emaciated, severely malnourished, and had open wounds and duct tape wrapped around his wrists and ankles. Authorities searched the home and found Frank's 10-year-old daughter in a similar state. The details of the torture of these children were brought out in court documents, and they revealed the children had been subjected to physical torture, including being bound with ropes, held underwater, forced to do strenuous labour in extreme desert heat in Utah without shoes, and regularly denied food and water. The sentencing in December 2023 of Ruby Frank, she pleaded guilty to 4 counts of aggravated child abuse. Both her and Hildebrandt were sentenced to 4 consecutive prison terms of 1 to 15 years. That's up to 30 years total under Utah state law limits. Now, this family were influencing other families. That's what their YouTube is about. Influencing other families, other parents, other children, other young teenagers. And this is what they were doing to their own kids. It should be a lesson on don't believe everything you see. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes.
Exactly.
And definitely all that glitters is not gold. It's just not. The influences in your life should be your direct family, your teachers, your people in authority, the people who are experienced and the people who are qualified. Not the wannabe people who call themselves influencers. Again, we have positive influencers who say lovely things on, who are trying to uplift people, who are, you know, maybe it's in the nursing field, for example, and they're giving nursing tips. But again, it's always about practicing safety and stuff. And who am I listening to? Who am I paying attention to? And remembering, all is not real.
It's not, but I think some people as well who follow some influencers, or maybe it's people who may be feeling lonely, feeling down, feeling a little bit depressed.
The more vulnerable.
Very, very vulnerable, and they're taking all this in and thinking, like I said before, oh, well, if I do that, or if I buy that, or if I get that, because you have to remember, influencers also come along with paid advertising.
Well, yeah, there's something, they're selling something.
Yeah, because some influencers are on millions of pounds a year.
Well, some of them are just earning that off their platforms.
Yeah.
And where we know now quite a lot, this stuff that people are say, it's for those funds, not because they truly believe in it, and not because they've got any qualifications or experience or knowledge about it.
The money in the clicks, the more clicks they've got, the more money they make.
But it seems everybody wants to be
an influencer.
A flipping.
But
they all want to be reporters also. We've got apparently street reporters. I mean, I've signed the petition for Newcastle to stop it in the city centre, because it is affecting people. When you're going around deliberately like these guys on bikes and stuff, and you're actually going up to people, you haven't pre-arranged it, you haven't stopped them first before you start recording and going, can I just chat with you? And ask permission or anything. You're actually cycling up and you're in people's faces. You don't know their mental health condition.
No.
You don't know their physical health condition. You don't know how you're going to be affecting that person. You also don't know whether that person's hiding out from a troubled marriage, a troubled partner,
exactly.
You just don't know.
But as well, it's like a while back, I can't remember why this kid's primary school was on TV for whatever, and a few of them were asked, like, what would you like what would you like to be when you grow up? And quite a few people said want to be an influencer. And I'm like, what?
Honestly.
Because they put out all this and put out how much they're making. Probably not the true amount of what
But the
they're
thing
making.
is, the really young ones are
like that.
seeing that parents do it. A video for
Yeah.
this, a video for that. Let's
Yeah.
do that. Let's take some footage of the video and put it on.
Mhm.
And they
Everything
think
is
that's the
out
way it
there.
is.
And everything that's out there, I'm sorry, you're inviting some kind of trouble, one way or the other. You know, posting pictures of your baby, posting pictures of your everyday life, posting pictures inside your own home. Do you not realise people are looking at this and not everybody is a genuine nice person?
Yeah, exactly. And that's another thing though, isn't it? It's like everybody airs their dirty linen in public now, don't they?
And you're just opening yourself up for critique.
Well, I commented on it on a young girl once. TikTok. She kept coming up my feed for some reason, so maybe there was a reason I needed to give her a comment. But up, and all up on herself when she was getting the likes and everything. Then something happens, she had a bad comment, and then she did a video when she was crying, she was all upset, and and I just commented on saying, look, if you're so sensitive, you know, you've got to be able to take it.
Yeah.
You've got to be able to take this. If you can't, if one person saying something to you is going to make you feel like this, why are you putting yourself in that you're putting yourself in that position.
Yeah. Stop posting.
Why do you need validation from other people? Like, people can say what they want, they can call you what they want, they're not in your life.
Exactly. But you find out some of these influencers as well, though, you know, they might have hundreds of really nice comments and all, but they'll go on like programs like This Morning and that and whinge about the bad comments they've had, instead of thinking, God, hundreds lovely, and you get like 10 really bad negative comments. You're always going to have keyboard warriors. It doesn't matter what you're doing or what you're trying to do. And you're going to have somebody who's going to try and knock you off your pedestal.
Well, we had these kind of people before the internet and this came along. It's just now it's easy for them to do and hide, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because they're hiding behind a flipping keyboard. It doesn't matter. It can be the most loveliest video somebody's put, and there's always going to be, if somebody sees it, that's one of those people. It's just an excuse to put a dodgy comment in there.
Yeah.
And all it is just paying no mind.
You get that on Facebook as well. It's I saw a comment a few days ago, and I don't know what this fad is going around at the moment. Men have posted it and everything. You kind of like a tracksuit thing with a pregnant belly.
Oh God!
Right, so it doesn't matter what age you are, whatever. It's kind of the same. Maybe it's the colour of the tracksuit thing has changed, but it's the same kind of thing. And this girl had put on, oh, hopefully one day this will be me. And I know the girl, I know her sister. And one person had put on, well, if you lose some of your fat, you may actually end up getting pregnant.
That's just absolutely...
It was a really awful comment. It really was unnecessary. And my God, she got some blooming backlash for that. Rightly so.
But this is what they want.
But if you're putting, and this isn't an influencer or anything like this, it's just a normal girl going about her business, gets on the new fad thing, puts it on, and makes an innocent thing of, I hope one day this is me. And obviously somebody
Prime example, it's a good jump on that one. But because people have responded to that, they've got what they want.
Yeah.
The best thing to do with that is that person could have went in, you've got control over your own things, you can delete that comment.
Exactly.
I've done that many times on YouTube with people just being clever. I've deleted the comment. We don't need that.
Yeah.
You just don't need to look at it. You don't need to listen to it. They're
This
not part of your
person knew
life.
them. All these people that commented knew this person who made that nasty
But
comment.
that's the problem about people putting their lives out in the public domain. It's like, well, you're asking for it. Doesn't matter how lovely it is and how many people, there's always going to be one. And if you're going to do that, you have to be prepared to pay no mind to those awful people.
Especially when you know this person and you know what they're like.
Yeah. But getting back to where we are, the positive effects viewer impact, inspiring social movements, sharing educational or health content, and supporting marginalised voices. But the negative effects, inducing comparison culture and anxiety, promoting impulsive buying through undisclosed sponsorships, and occasionally spreading misinformation for engagement. And with paying attention, or we're paying attention, the public is paying attention to the wrong things, and here's where the society's just gone off the map. Like, everybody's doing daring stunts. The kids are doing daring stunts, daring things. You know, we've lost people, young people, through doing things for likes, follows. Do you know, hold your family close. Pay attention to the people who've been here a long time and who've been on the journey.
But take care of yourself and be aware, and don't try not to get caught in the trap.
Yeah. Don't get
Think
caught
about
in the
it.
trap. Have you had an experience? What do you think? Write in cafesoulpod@gmail.com. Bye for now.
Bye bye.